Project is, listening to some of the others, at quite a high level really, and not so technically involved at this stage, because it's looking at higher education and local authority shared services, and we're going to do that with our local Plymouth City Council. Right, the partnership, obviously we're counting JISC in there because they're a funder, but the actual contracted partners are the University of Plymouth, the Plymouth City Council and Serco, the private sector giant who do a lot of public sector service provision. Don't try to read all this. Basically, the aim of the project is to look at the ICT infrastructure of the university and the ICT infrastructure of the Plymouth City Council at quite high level, with help from Serco, and look for opportunities for shared services really right across the spectrum. So it really is a high-level project in this respect, sort of mapping of both the organisations to see what we might be able to achieve. We're also going to try and get other benefits out of a closer working relationship with the council, for example in areas like joint procurement and the likes of that sort of thing. And the other thing that we want to try and achieve is to if we've got time and if we can find an appropriate opportunity in our analysis, is to do some kind of a pilot project, some example of pilot joint working that we can use to demonstrate that we've actually not only done the analysis but can demonstrate some actual action towards further work. And we expect to get a set of recommendations out of this that the senior management of both the council and the university will then consider as ways forward of making some savings, making some efficiencies moving forward, and obviously hoping to increase quality, or at the very least maintain it. The project team structure looks a bit like this. There's some steering at the top, there's some management and analysis in the middle, and then in each of the two organisations, the council and the university, there's a similar looking little structure with a little bit of project management and all the ICT teams gathering the information required to feed into the analysis, and Serco are going to do the bulk of the analysis along with us. And they've got in their Serco consulting arm, I think in the country they've got 2 or 3 what they call solutions architects, and we haven't got to the bottom of quite exactly how it's going to work. We think basically the idea is to use a form of enterprise architecture approach to looking at this. The timeline is we're underway with baselining and data gathering the two organisations' information. The next stage will be to move into looking at what we've got, the analysis, looking for opportunities for shared services between the two organisations. We've also got a little opportunity built in that if something is spotted in an individual organisation for an opportunity for improvement that doesn't actually apply to the other, we want to pick that up as well. We don't want to miss things like that as we go forward. And then, of course, there's the outputs, there's the recommendations that will go into the case study, and obviously, hopefully, a demonstrator project, as I mentioned earlier. The initial analysis, the sort of questions that are being asked of the two organisations, cover these sort of areas. I'm not going to go through those headings. There's a lot of detail behind each one of those headings as to what the organisation is being asked, the information that they're being asked to provide. But you can see it's very wide-ranging. So unlike some other people standing here talking about specific technologies or whatever, I can't do any of that. We don't know where this is going to go. We generally don't. We're hoping to find some good, chunky opportunities, but we haven't done the analysis yet, so we don't know. The progress to date is that the team's up and running, despite the holiday silly season, which has given us trouble with other projects. We've managed to get a good progress underway with this one in the kick-off couple of months, and we've got a fully established team that's meeting. The data collection is all underway. The ICT people in the two institutions are all working away to get that information together. We're drafting a collaboration agreement at the moment to make sure that we hit that JISC milestone. We are scheduled to attend the JISC Enterprise Architecture workshops, and we're looking forward to getting involved in that. And the next step, as I said, is once we've got the data, to start doing some analysis and looking for those opportunities between the two institutions. That's it in a nutshell.